You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network. Now the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's The Voice After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's The Voice After Show.
Hello, everybody. Bing is for doing, and we're back doing another after show for NBC's The Voice, Season 5, Episode 1. Let's get to work, bitches.
Back to work.
I'm your host, Jason Ikeler, and back in the studio with me
is Chloe West.
And Christian Rosenberg.
Yay!
And we are so excited. We've got the 4 original judges back in the house, and they opened with I Love Rock and Roll, and it was so great because Christina just walks out with that rockin' body. She looks amazing,
Killer.
Sounds amazing, and she's back.
She is back. Christina is back. I know Brittany may be back, but let's talk about Christina.
Christina's about to have a comeback.
Woo, oh.
We're gonna hear a little bit of that.
Yes, I love it. I mean, she killed it. Listen.
It's true. And I've always found Christina personally hotter than Shakira too. So for that aspect, I'm happy she's back as well.
Well, I mean, vocally, like her voice.
Vocally, there's nobody that competes with Christina's vocal abilities out there.
Which shows when contestants. Oh, get it, girl.
Like I said, nobody can compete.
Ouch, burn. Already with the zingers.
We're starting. We're back to work.
We're back to work. So obviously, blind auditions tonight. Let's start off with Team Adam. And first up on Team Adam was Donna Allen, and she sang You Are So Beautiful, and she was the older lady in the competition who used to be Gloria Stefan's backup singer.
She was awesome.
54.
She was so good. Her voice is very pure, but it had like a good blend of like the pureness with the rasp, I thought.
Yeah, I wrote down come into church. I just felt like she was bringing me to church with her voice, and I was there, and I was really glad Christina turned around for her. I was hoping she'd jump on that team, but I think Team Adam's gonna be good for her. I feel like he works really well with these kinds of artists.
I think I completely agree because he's really good with letting people be unique and molding that. Mm-hmm. I think when she gets up a little high, it's a little Macy Gray, and I love that. But I want to ask you guys, because now that the iTunes singles are counting, do you think it's dangerous for
Not until the
somebody
live
to take?
round.
I know, but once they get to the live round, I don't know if she'll make it as far because it's younger people that are buying music, and I don't necessarily see young fans relating to her.
I don't know. I mean, my mom buys music off iTunes and things like that, and I think her voice, if she ends up picking the right songs, I mean, it's about the coaching, so if Adam can really get her to pick the right songs, she can go far because she has the voice, she has the story, and she's spunky. You know, for how old she is, her story is awesome. She was like the first Black homecoming queen, and the first
Black Tampa Bay Buccaneer cheerleader.
Yeah, amazing. I love her.
And here's the thing with the iTunes thing that you brought up. We don't know how she would do with that because we haven't, at least as far as last season, we haven't had that. We had an older, her name's escaping me. There was an older lady that got chosen, but she didn't make it to the live rounds.
Well, I'm just saying in music in general right now, more young people are charting. But I do think...
But you never know, the older crowd might be like, oh, I'm going to go on iTunes.
Yeah, I'm glad she's on the show because I think this is what The Voice is about, like them hearing the voice and turning around. And I think last season we did lack a little bit of the... You know what I mean? Not average singers.
Don't you think that already this season they're showing way more contestants with personality and way more contestants with more of a backstory than last season seemed to be very much a product?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's interesting. The contestants that are on already are, they sort of remind me of the So You Think You Can Dance contestants. They have a story. They're a big personality. We're going to remember them. It's sort of a formula that I think The Voice is now picking up on.
Because there's not one like that I can look back and be like, they're my favorite, but in a good way. There's like so many memorable people that I have no idea who's going to take it.
Lots of people great stories tonight, and everyone tonight was. Everyone that got chosen was great.
Everybody, even the ones that weren't chosen, were great.
A couple of them were good too. Yeah.
The ones that weren't chosen, besides the montage of the young kids, were all amazing. They were. I was heartbroken for all of the ones that weren't chosen.
And we're gonna talk about all of them at the end of the show. Up next on Team Adam was Nick Hawk, and he sang "Hit 'Em Up" style. Oops.
This might have been the most entertaining one of the night.
He's the guy that was in 25 musicals, and then his stepdad died, so he had to move back home to take care of his mom and his little brother.
No, his stepdad left.
Oh, no, he just got him.
He just left. Oh, well, he's regretting that now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, but his voice, so much soul, and this song, like. Yeah, it's like fun and poppy, but it's hard. It's so wordy, and he did it so smooth. Listening to it now without seeing him, and you really feel how the judges feel, you know, when they're listening and they can't see him. I mean, you think it's a girl. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And he was amazing. He killed it. I loved it. I loved his entire performance. He's going to be amazing on the show. Oh, and he's going to be a fan favorite. Yeah, he's got such a strong personality. Easily a fan favorite for the personality. He just having so much fun on stage. Just a great all-around performer. Obviously, all those musicals that he's been in helps him with that. And because he is a hip-hop dance instructor, he's able to, he doesn't run out of breath. Yeah, well, and his falsetto is so strong, too. Which I think pairing him with Adam, that's going to be a perfect blend. I'm actually so surprised he chose Adam. I'm not at all surprised. See, I can kind of, because CeeLo's kind of like the Misfits, though. And it was Adam and CeeLo that turned around? Yeah. So I kind of thought he would go with CeeLo as well. Yeah, but I think he went with Adam for obvious reasons. But as soon as they turn the chairs and he goes, "Hey, handsome." Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, I love that. Yeah. It's, from that moment, no brainer. He's choosing Adam. And he has personality for days. I'm so excited to watch him on the show. Their interaction between Adam and him is going to be great TV. Yeah. Oh, amazing TV. I'm very excited for it. So up next on Team Adam was the last person of the night, James Wolpert, and he sang Love Interruption. And he's a 22-year-old who was in art school, and then he dropped out to pursue music. And I love, love, love. He's one of my favorites. I think he's going to be the dark horse in the competition. Yeah, you want to talk about another perfect example of a voice that does not match the guy or the personality at all. I feel like it doesn't, but then it kind of, like if I was hearing it, I wouldn't be like, oh, that voice goes with that body. But then once, the way we saw it with his backstory, I wasn't shocked at his voice coming out of him. But I loved it. Oh, it's fantastic. He is, I'm going to say it first, y'all, a soulful Weezer. I completely agree, though. It's like a perfect blend of like smooth and gritty. Yeah, and then he has that nerdy kind of rocker in him, and he's so cute and adorable, and like, listen to this. He's amazing. Yeah. He's gonna kill it. I think he's gonna really come out of this competition swinging. And I'm so happy he's with Adam. Really? Mm-hmm. I think, I did think he was gonna choose CeeLo, but I think Adam's a little dorky in his own way. You know what I mean? I think he's gonna give him some swag. See, I think Christina would have been a good match for him. I don't know why. I think his range would have worked with Christina. I think if they don't have a big personality, Christina doesn't connect with them, and then they kind of get left in the back. I think they don't connect with her. I feel like I think you're right. I think only big personalities really connect with Christina. And then she feels like she wants to take them under her wing. I mean, and she's still, what's the guy that was her big guy, Christopher Mann? Is that his name? Tonight? Right? No, like from back in the day. They got along really well, so she's still, is it Christopher Mann? The opera guy. I think so. From season 2. I don't remember offhand. He's doing really well, but she still has taken him under her wing because they got along so well, and she still promos all this stuff, and she'll go out and sing with them. So she will, and Blake does the same thing. If they connect with you, they will stick by your side. Definitely. I mean, well, the guy clearly can sing, and the guy is clearly going to go far in this competition. I know. I'm excited to see him. I'm excited. I'm excited to see a personality, and I'm excited to see a performer come out of this. He clearly has the voice. Yeah. But now I want to see, in this case, Adam, kind of help mold him, like give him the stage presence that he'll need to go on. What kind of music do you want to hear him sing? Ooh. I don't know. So many choices. Yeah, I think I want him to stay sort of soulful rocker. Yeah, I'd like to maybe hear an Uncle Kracker song. I think he would do really well with. But I also would like to see him do something more upbeat as well. What about Incubus? Oh, maybe. I think it's a little too douchey for him. You know what I mean?
Thank you, babe.
Really?
I can see him singing Warning. I can think he could nail Warning.
I'd like to hear him do a Maroon 5 song, honestly.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Something like a little more poppy.
It's a little high for him, I think. His voice is was pretty deep.
Do you think some like Matchbox 20 is too poppy for him?
I think that would be good.
Why are you calling out so many like old bands?
Because these are the ones I want to bring in.
Living in the past.
Maybe.
No, I want him to do One Direction. No.
Yes.
No. No. I want to.
Let's move on.
Let's move on to Team Blake. Dun, dun, dun.
Only one person, right?
Blake has
Only
Shelby
one this week.
Z, and she's saying Here for the Party by Gretchen
The
Wilson.
most given performance that we're like, all right, Team Blake, we know.
Yeah, they didn't even fight over her.
No, I think if she's country, she's going to go with Blake. It's kind of a given in the competition.
How can you not, though? Blake has won 3 times, and he's killing it in the country game.
Look at what happened to Amber Carrington last season. She was country, went with Adam, and Blake kind of threw her under the bus anytime he had a chance to comment.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Last season with Amber, he never gave her a good compliment, and it was and is amazing.
Amazing.
So, yeah, you're right. If you're country, Blake is going to, like, undermine you if you don't go with him.
Yep. And, I mean, this girl... if you would have played this for me, I would have thought it was a studio performance because her voice was so spot
she nailed
on.
it.
Like she recorded it in the studio. It's so good and smooth. And I love, again, not your stereotypical blonde country singer, but she came out and rocked it, and it was all about her voice.
I think she's super relatable too. I think a lot of people are gonna like her.
A lot of people are pageant coaches. So she's got that vote.
Oh my God, her story is hilarious.
Her story is so funny. She's so spunky.
She is, though. She's got a fun attitude to her. I like her.
She's sweet, too, and her family was sweet. I'm going to enjoy seeing her move on in the competition, but I don't know how she'll really stick out for fans. You know?
Yeah.
Because Blake normally stacks his team, and right now she's the only one, so we have no one to compare her to, but... Once he starts stacking that team, it's going to be really tough.
Listen to her on the headphones. My first thought is Holly Tucker from last season.
Yeah.
Who got to what, 5th, 6th place, something like that.
But I will say, I think she's a lot vocally
she's got a lot
better than Holly Tucker.
She's got a lot. Well, she also has a more entertaining personality.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it really depends. I could see her going either way. You know.
We'll see.
That's all Blake has.
Blake only got one person
I would like
today.
to see Blake steer away from country for a little bit.
He said that though. He said he wasn't like he didn't turn around for the young guy, and
he turned around for a couple like rockers and things like that too.
Yeah, he didn't turn around for Jake Worthington, and he said he was trying to look for something a little bit different this year. I don't know if I'd necessarily believe him.
Do you guys agree with Adam when he said like it's impossible to win? Would this be his 4th win?
I don't think it's impossible.
4th in a row. It's not impossible at all. He compared it at the end. He compared it to the NBA. This isn't the NBA.
I know, but I kind of hope he doesn't win just for the sake of the show.
Me too.
You know?
Well, yeah.
Because it's not that fun to watch if you know Blake's going to win every year.
We kind of said that last year because he was winning back to back. We're like, yeah, we don't want him to win 3 in a row, and he did.
Unfortunately.
Oh, no.
Wah, wah. I'm not going to rip on Danielle Bradbury this
Michelle
season.
Samuel should have won.
Still a little bitter.
I'm still bitter about that.
Judith.
We're all very angry. I'm bitter about Amber.
But you know what? It's interesting about this season. Last season at the blind auditions, we already had people we didn't like and we loved. This season, I pretty much like everybody.
I think we all do. I think we're all in agreement on that.
There's
We
not
love
really
everyone that got chosen.
Yeah, not one person that we were all.
There's one
automatically
personality
like,
who we'll talk about that I didn't like, but his voice was amazing. But yeah, other than that, everybody's great. So let's get to Team Christina. Actually, before we get to Team Christina, we should talk about Serial Buddies.
You want to talk about Serial Buddies?
Yeah.
You want to talk about how that's the hilarious movie that was starring Maria Menounos and Artie Lang and Christopher Lloyd and Kathy Lee Gifford and all those fun people?
Is it out on DVD yet?
You know what? As a matter of fact, it is.
What an interesting question.
I know. It wasn't even written down or anything. Not only can you just get it off iTunes, where of course you can go and like, subscribe, and leave comments for us and what you like about The Voice and all your favorite other AfterBuzz shows, and of course 5 stars, please. But not only can you get Serial Buddies on that, you can also now get it on Netflix. You can get it off of Amazon. You can even get it in Target stores and a bunch of other places where you can get it. And you know what? On AfterBuzzTV.com, where it's newly upgraded, so if you want to find your schedule of your favorite shows, you can go check that out. There's also a link that goes directly to Serial Buddies as well. So many ways so you can check out that hilarious movie and support AfterBuzz and support all of us and support all this stuff that we bring to you for absolutely nothing.
Yay.
I agree.
And you can also download the app Podcasts with an S, and you can download all of the AfterBuzz shows can go straight to your phone. So when you're in your car, sitting in traffic, you can listen to us. And if you guys write to us on YouTube, leave comments, we will be commenting, and we can continue the conversation all week long until we see you next week.
And speaking of continuing the conversation, AfterBuzzTV.com has a live chat that you can participate in while we're on live. And Joseph
What's going on?
Boza agrees with us, and he says he hopes Blake doesn't win either, because if Blake wins this cycle, they might lose some viewers. And I agree. Because if not, so they should just call it like the Blake Shelton competition.
Yeah.
Blake Shelton and his buddies.
Who he sometimes fights with.
Jokingly, and then laugh afterwards.
Let's talk about Christina now, finally.
All right.
First up on Team Christina, we have Matthew Schuler, and I think he's everybody's favorite
Holy
from tonight.
crap.
He sang Cough Syrup, and he's a 20-year-old rugby player, pastor's kid, just kind of like the all-American guy.
Oh my gosh.
Just
yeah.
like unkind, good-looking,
nice guy.
I mean, starting from his package, he is adorable.
Yep.
He's a pastor's son. He's a good boy. And then he starts Cough Syrup a cappella.
Oh my God.
I mean, come on.
And to have all four, I don't think all four have turned around that fast since
was
season one.
Within 2
yeah.
seconds, all 4 of them turned around.
I mean, before the music even came in, it was bam, bam, bam. They were turning around. They were into it. And he performed. He was running around. He was in the whole stage. I was into it. I'm a huge fan. I think Christina might take it with him.
Yeah, actually, I don't know, Steven, if it's not trouble, can you play that again from the beginning? Because we could physically time
I was doing
quickly.
that for the video.
Well, thank you so much. All right, so we're going to have it with the video here for it, too. So
Yes.
we can time on how quickly it took all 4 chairs to turn.
And I love when R&B voices sing more of a rock song. Because it's unexpected, and here we go.
1, 2.
See this straight and run away to some fortune.
Yeah.
Within 5 seconds.
All 4.
All 4
So
turned.
good. So good. And he's kind of got that like whole John Legend, Ray LaMontagne like soulfulness going on. It's so good.
This is a guy that I can buy an album for right now.
Right.
Oh, for sure.
I would love it.
He can sing any Neo, Jason Derulo, any song. I'd love to see him a John Legend song. I mean, I'm the biggest John Legend fan there is. Hey, John. Hey, congratulations on getting married. I would love to see him sing a John Legend song.
I'd like to hear him sing like Bruno Mars too or something.
Yeah.
Bruno would be good.
Really sex it up.
Totally.
Oh, he can definitely do that, without a doubt.
He's so good.
I'm like watching it again. I'm a huge fan.
He is, out of the people we've seen tonight, if I had to choose a winner, I'd choose him.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Totally.
and like the way he performs too. I mean, he's Grammy stage ready already. Like his stage presence and everything. It's fantastic.
Well, and he's got the it factor.
Yeah.
And he can do that.
So good.
I've got nothing but praise.
Yes.
And I'm happy you went with Christina because I want her to win this season.
Me too. I want the girls to rep. Come on, ladies.
Ladies.
Let's go.
And I feel like
there's only
Christina
one
is
lady.
being very smart this year though because she usually picks all girls that sound like her.
Yeah.
And now she's got
No, it's true.
all guys that sound like her,
But
I
you know
guess.
what's
But it's good.
It's interesting seeing her compared to Shakira because you really see how Christina's voice and talent and name help her to get other contestants. She beat Adam out twice for people, which I felt like in the previous seasons didn't really happen. Adam always kind of wins in these blind audition picks. Shakira last season we saw never really beat anyone in a blind audition pick. I think once or twice.
I think maybe next season when she comes back, now that we've seen her coaching style and see how she does, she'll get more picks.
Because her coaching style is
amazing.
Shakira won all the Latinas.
Yeah.
All the Latinas.
yeah.
But I feel like Christina too, anybody that's like has a big voice, has grown up singing along with Christina Aguilera. So regardless of how she does on the show, like it's just huge for somebody to connect with her. And so I think that's like, oh my God, that's my idol, you know?
But yeah, I think anyone who really comes on the show as that diva voice, that big singer coming on. They want to be on her team. And it's cool because I like seeing Christina. I feel like Christina and CeeLo are the underdogs this year. Even though Adam won season 1. That was it though, and it's fun to see CeeLo and Christina as the underdogs because I kind of want everyone to be on their team.
Well, I don't even. I would put Adam in that boat too. I think it's like everyone against Blake now.
I mean, I think it is, but Adam still had people in the finale every year.
Yeah.
Like last time when it was Christina and CeeLo, I think neither of them did they? I know Christina for sure didn't.
I don't even remember, to be honest.
He didn't have anyone in last season's finale. It was 2 people from Blake and Usher.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I thought Amber.
No, she didn't make the finals. The final
that's
3.
Stupid.
Final 3 was Danielle, the Swan brothers. Remember them?
Oh yuck.
I forgot about the Swan brothers.
I'm so glad we forgot about the Swan brothers.
Everyone forgot about the Swan brothers.
I hope America does too.
Can you Google them right now and see what they're doing?
Yeah, let's do that. While I'm looking them up.
Actually, Bing them, please.
Oh yeah, let me Bing them right now.
Yes.
Yes, because Bing is for doing, and right now we're doing our after show, and we are
Swan Brothers.
Binging the Swan Brothers.
What can Bing bring us?
I don't know, but I love that this is what we're doing right now.
This is relevant.
I do want to talk about right now is Jake Worthington, that precious 17-year-old boy from Texas who came on to sing and was so grateful and so happy to be on the show. And I loved him. I thought he was so cute and just so down home. And I really hope he comes back next season. What did you think of him?
I mean, he was a solid singer, but he ran out of breath like 30 seconds in.
I know.
He's not ready for that level.
He's
He
not
reminded me of somebody from Buck Wild on MTV, and I hated it.
See, he reminded me of Varsity Blues.
But he had a good voice, but he didn't have any consonants. So when he was saying, he was like enunciate. Anyways, the Swan Brothers
What's new with them?
have a big announcement, but they're not allowed to tell us yet.
Okay, well, we'll probably find out during The Voice.
They're really happy they have a big following. If you're following the Swan Brothers on Twitter, I'd like to urge you to unfollow them.
Oh my God!
I don't like them.
Wow!
Ouch.
Ouch. Sorry, that came from me, not anybody else in this room, apparently.
Jason's back to work.
I know. You better work, bitch.
You better work. Bitch.
Speaking of, Josh Logan saying, I don't know how that was speaking of, I'm just trying to transition. Josh Logan saying too close. He's a 33-year-old who got pregnant at 16.
No, he got his girlfriend.
He was not pregnant.
Hey, I don't know.
He was not pregnant.
I don't want to judge. This is why The Voice is good, because if I would have saw him, I would have voted no.
Yeah, his look
But
is terrible.
if I was a judge and heard this, I would have turned around instantly. He has such a smooth voice, and I love the runs he did.
I loved his performance. He was great. Twitter loves him. I was checking Twitter during his performance. Tons of girls think he's super cute. I am sort of over this look. I think it's a bit dated, a bit 90s, but
I think he looks like a douchey Gavin DeGraw.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he does.
He looks like he listens to Nickelback. And I hope he gets a makeover.
I hope so too.
NBC, work your magic.
You know what? He's great. He's super. Listen to this.
Oh yeah, and now it's paused so we can't see him move. But he looks cocky.
If it's paused though, we see about the same amount of movement. That's the thing. He really needs to work on his present and his command of the stage.
His actual personality too. Like when Blake and Adam are trying to joke around with him, he's like, "Well, this is awkward." Like, shut up and have some fun.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest. He definitely has a good voice, and he definitely deserves to advance without a doubt. I don't think he deserved 3 chairs, and to me, out of all of them, that obviously everyone was very good that got chosen today. But I think he might have been my least favorite out of everyone that was chosen today.
Wow, you don't think with his voice he should have gotten 3 chairs? He's really good.
Yeah, I think based on his voice alone, everyone should have turned around.
Yeah.
But then once they got to know him, like, can we go back?
Yeah,
I didn't know Howie from X Factor could sing that well.
I know, right?
Oh,
Howie Mandel, pretty good.
Howie's from America's Got Talent. It's okay, Steven.
I'm sorry.
We appreciate
Well,
it.
America's Got Talent's over now, so Howie's trying to stay on TV.
I know. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. He has a great voice, and I think Christina will be able to work with him. But I don't see him advancing past the knockouts.
Well, I think so. If he can really get a good song, he can sing the crap out of it. I think he can. I think, like, what if he sang a killer song? You know what I mean? Like, if he really brings it, gives himself a new image, gets the right song, his voice is there. He can do it.
Step 1, lose the earrings. Step 2,
Lose the hat.
Lose the hat. Step 3, lose the shirt, and you're golden.
Shave the beard too.
Did he have a beard?
He had a little beard.
Oh, he had like one of those soul patches. Sick.
He's so stuck in the Howie Mandel phase.
He's got to get. You
Now
got
you got that in our head, Steven.
You gotta work,
Because
bitch.
unfortunately, Josh, now we can see you, so it's about more than your voice.
Yes. Now we can see you. I love that.
You advanced.
Yeah.
Congrats. Your voice is good enough to advance.
Now we can see you.
Now.
That needs to be.
Go to work.
Yeah. Get to
I'm
work.
just saying,
Get to work, bitch.
Just saying it every time I can.
I think that it should. I think now the voice segments after the blind auditions should be called "Now We Can See You."
Oh yeah, and they should have like a stylist backstage. Okay, now let's get this.
Yeah. Now that we can see you, we're gonna do a makeover. Sponsored by Kia.
Kia and Starbucks.
I love all
Kia
that.
and Starbucks.
And what's the? Is it Ethos water?
That's the Starbucks water.
Is that the Starbucks water too?
Yeah.
Everywhere. I love a good product placement. Let's get into finally Team CeeLo.
CeeLo.
So first up on CeeLo is Kat Robichaud.
Love this girl.
She's saying I've got the music in me. She's got such a cool like Melissa Etheridge grit to her, and I just love it. It's perfect for CeeLo.
Definitely, he can work wonders with this. She's gonna do so many different styles.
Her outfit was a little bit Robin Thicke at the VMAs, but we can work on that.
But they probably taped this before that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they taped this like back in the winter.
Yeah, yeah. I love her. I think she's gonna be one of my favorites. I think she's gonna be able to do a lot. She's gonna be able to do like older style country, some folk.
Yep.
She'll take a pop song and make it a rock song. I think she's gonna kill it.
I know.
in this
I would love to see
competition.
her completely unplugged and do like a Patty Griffin thing.
Oh,
And she can definitely do that too. Absolutely.
That'd be so good.
I'll keep up with like the random 90s singers, and I think she could do Alanis Morissette too.
Oh yeah, I love that.
I would love that. I would love some of that. She could even do Fiona Apple, you know what
That's
I mean?
a great one.
That would
Fiona
But that
would be
is
really
just
cool.
perfect because CeeLo is all about that like strange, different, not your stereotypical voice, and I think she's gonna be one of his front runners.
Yeah.
At least I hope so.
Oh no, she's great. Like we said, the range is there. She's gorgeous. She's got a unique look, and mixing her with CeeLo is perfect.
And her personality is perfect too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome. I can't wait to see it where she goes. She's gonna kill it in the battle rounds too. She has the like pizzazz.
Oh
within
yeah,
her
she has
to
the
really
like
fight.
battling type of voice.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna
next
be
up on Team CeeLo is 17-year-old Caroline Pennell, and she's saying Anything Could Happen by Ellie Goulding, and she's that awkward little high school student, but she was super cute.
She was.
And she sounds like Norah Jones.
She does. I love the song choice. My only issue is she sounds like everybody that you would say, like, where's this voice from? The Voice. You know what I mean?
No, but you know what? We said that. We talked about that a lot last season. But you know what's different about her than a lot of the other people, like the girls who were like the coffee house girls, whatever. She is so precious.
Yeah.
And she's so genuine, and I love her little giggle.
She's
in
almost
the
like a young
song.
Zooey Deschanel, like that type of personality, or how you would picture her to be in high school.
Yeah, and she just
super giggly and just happy to be there.
She melts my heart. I want to just watch her sing and listen to it, and I want to watch her sing.
She's got such great phrasing too, though, when the way she does it.
It's great.
I'm honestly, I was surprised that she chose CeeLo. I'm really curious how that pairing is going to go.
I think it's the Misfits thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Think so?
Yeah, like they're all in it together.
Yeah.
The Island of Misfit voice contestants.
Glee moment. I love it though.
I love it.
I love this part too.
It's gonna be, I know it's gonna be, I know it's gonna be, I know it's gonna be.
She sort of has a Lena Dunham factor.
Yeah, I agree.
Bit, you know, I think there's something about this girl. But what else do you think she can sing?
That's the question. I mean, because her voice is very similar to
Dia Frampton a little bit.
oddly enough, also the girl last season whose I think name was also Caroline.
Yeah.
I would like to hear her
The coffee house
sing
singer.
The coffee house
Taylor
singer, yes.
Swift White Horse.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
like something, I don't know, something pretty and
I could see
Unplugged.
her singing Ed Sheeran.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Nice.
totally.
Good one, Steven. Yeah, I think, and that's everybody that made it, correct?
That's everyone who made it through, and we covered Jake, but we didn't cover the most precious little boy,
Oh my God,
Matthew.
Little Matthew.
Yeah. He's saying I Want You Back by Jackson 5. I know.
The 15-year-old.
You know what, though? I don't think I would have turned around based on his voice alone.
No, not on
It was
his
too
voice.
nasally and his vibrato was a little out of control. But after you saw his backstory, and they really throw us for one, because usually if they cry, they for sure make it.
Yeah.
If they show us like the sad sob story.
Not only that, but his story didn't make me cry at the beginning, and then it hit you like a rock.
Yeah.
They came in strong at the end, and then he told the coaches, and I mean, they broke your heart. And CeeLo, you really gained
CeeLo
respect
was
for
heartbroken.
CeeLo.
Yeah, CeeLo came out there like a pastor. He's just preaching
Yeah.
away.
He was, this kid, I really hope Matthew comes back. I really hope Jake comes back too, because they were really good. And same with Delvin Choice.
Yeah,
You know, the personality out of the window, but just didn't, really pick the right song.
See, and I was surprised because I thought he like took that song and made it his bitch. You know what I mean? Like he just made it so strong, and that's not necessarily like a belter. I would have turned around in a heartbeat for him.
I was hoping for so much more out of him because I love the personality and his attitude and his look so much.
Really?
And then maybe it was the song choice or what, but as soon as he started, I was just like, no, it's not there for me.
I mean, I think his voice was too big for the song, but I almost loved it because it reminded me of like if Christina Aguilera would sing that song. Like super powerful.
Right. I think though for the blind auditions, it's not a good choice. I think later on in the competition, the dance songs become good choices because you can really perform them.
He almost needs more of like a wow factor within the song or something.
Yeah, he just needs to show off his voice. And honestly, in this competition specifically, I don't think that the current pop hits do well. Unless you're doing a current country song, those are really the only ones that I think do well in the blind auditions. I think if you stick to
in the blind audition,
ballads,
I agree.
Like you take a classic song that everyone knows, you bring your voice to it, they're gonna turn around cheers for you.
Well, because I think the judges especially, I don't think America necessarily does, because the current ones are the ones that usually chart the most
Right.
on iTunes, but it's the judges especially. If you take a song that they love and respect and then sing the hell out of it, you're gonna get them all to turn around.
Yeah, especially when you make it your own. Like, I mean, do you remember when Dia Frampton sang Kanye?
Oh, yes. That was so good.
Flipped. It was amazing. And I think those are the types of things that get them to turn their chair around for you in the blind audition. And that's what singers need to remember coming onto the show is all you need is the chair turnaround. Then you can really, sing what you want to sing. But before then, you just got to get that chair to turn around. Anything for it to turn around because they're just listening to you.
Well, and then
That's
I think
it.
with
You should
the
be a
coaches
coach.
help. You should.
Thanks, guys.
I think we all should.
Thanks.
we
Hey,
should all have like a sofa. Like they all have their chairs and we just have a sofa.
Can our sofa turn though? Wait, does that mean that we all have to agree on a person because we would never?
would
Oh, that's
Never.
true. We would never turn then.
Get off my couch. Let's get into some news and gossip.
All right, news and
TV News.
I know. Anybody have any?
Yes.
I got one thing. I just got to pull it up on my phone.
We have been talking to former Voice contestants, and because as all of our listeners from last season know, a bunch of them were on our live show. Woohoo! Yeah, which was awesome. The live finale. Thanks so much, you guys, for coming on. It was so great having them. And we want to let you guys know that Katrina Parker's album is out. She had a new album, and it came out, and it's great. You guys got to go get it. It's on iTunes. And you've been talking to...
I've been talking to Raquel Castro, who was also a guest at our finale because we're BFFs and all that. And she is apparently doing this great fundraising concert in New Jersey with a bunch of other former Voice contestants. It's called Be a Voice Against Bullying.
Awesome.
So it's an anti-bullying thing. And along with Raquel Castro, there's also former contestants Beverly McLean,
I love Beverly.
Trevin Hunt,
I love that
Jared
too.
Blake, James Massoni, and Sonia Rao, and more. It's at the Middletown Art Theater in Middletown, New Jersey on October 6th. And you can get your tickets at we'rekickinit.org.
Great, and I bet you can find it from her Twitter as well, right?
And on her Twitter as well.
At Raquel Welsh, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's great.
So definitely hit her up at Raquel Castro, not Raquel Welch.
Oh, Raquel
not
Welch.
the 70-year-old actress.
Oh my God, we got it. We got you. We also have to say The Voice won an Emmy last night.
Yeah!
And in that competition, I think The Amazing Race has won like the last 27 years.
Seriously.
So I'm so happy to see The Voice win. And
congratulations, Mark Burnett.
And on behalf of The Voice, we'd like to say you're welcome.
Yep.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Because it was
after our season.
That's right.
That she won an Emmy.
That's right.
You guys want to get into some predictions?
Predictions. Well, we kind of already said it, I think.
I think we all have the same, right?
I think we all have the same pick after night one on who's going to win it all.
Matthew Schuler.
Matthew.
You got this.
But
I also want my boy
Nick Hawk. I love me
Nick
some
Hawk.
He's fun.
From Team Adam, I want James Wolpert.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was, if I were to pick
I literally want him.
my personal second place of the night, honestly, for me was Kat. I thought,
she was great.
I absolutely loved her.
My fear for Kat though is she's a little forgettable because there's kind of a lot of like hard rocker chick girls out there that have been on The Voice before that I'm nervous she's a little forgettable.
I agree.
Because
who was the one last year with the shorter hair? She was on.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember her name.
Exactly. Kat, you need to.
Shorter hair on Shakira.
She lost in the knockouts or something like that.
I think she made it past that.
Oh, you're thinking Katrina. Or
was it something like that?
The Iglesias.
Yeah. But Kat needs to have a soft moment right from the get-go because she already did this. Now she needs to make us she needs to be really sad.
If she plays the piano, she should play the piano in her next performance.
Yep. You need to lose the rocker thing for 1 to 2 performances and then bring it back.
She should do, when Lady Gaga performs on piano and just breaks your heart? I would love to see her do that.
She's got a flexible leg because you know how Lady Gaga puts her leg up on the piano. Kat, you can do that too.
But you know what?
I would not complain.
I would love actually to see Kat do a Gaga ballad because Gaga's ballads are really good and they're really strong.
Speechless or something.
Yeah,
that'd be perfect.
I love that.
Or even just a piano or acoustic guitar version of Born This Way. Just like a slower version of it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, I'm kind of over that song, but yeah.
Good try, Christian.
I'm over that song. No, you haven't heard that arrangement. You might get back on it.
Well,
guys, we are going to continue to disagree this whole season.
Yeah!
And we'll be back in here every Monday night. Where can they find you guys until next Monday?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at ChloeWestX, and I will be on YouTube commenting right back with y'all, so get back on there.
All right, and you can follow me on Twitter at CRosieVOC, and if you're also a professional wrestling fan, along with all my other hashtag Rosebuds, you can check me out hosting Friday Night SmackDown, Friday night at 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Jason Ikeler, or you can hashtag Jason Ikeler. And we will see you guys all back in here next week.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.